Today, we are diving deep into the 2025 AFL Grand Final, and let me tell you, this is shaping up to be way more than just a footy match. We're talking about a story that's got it all, a historic first, a nail-biting rivalry, and a huge off-field controversy that has absolutely everyone talking.
So you've got this once-in-a-lifetime sporting event on one side and a really fierce cultural debate on the other. So what's the real story here? What's actually going on behind the scenes of the AFL's biggest day? Well, let's get into it.
First up, let's talk about the game itself, because what's about to happen on that field is, and I'm not exaggerating, a truly historic showdown. To give you a sense of scale, just picture this. More than 100,000 passionate fans are going to be jam-packed into the Melbourne Cricket Ground. You just know the energy in that stadium is going to be absolutely electric. But here's the kicker, the thing that makes this year so special. For the very first time in the entire history of the league, we're talking all the way back to the VFL days, the grand final is going to be the Geelong Cats versus the Brisbane Lions. This has literally never happened before. We are guaranteed to be watching history get made.
So, with a history-making matchup locked in, this brings us to a real clash of the titans. What are the storylines? I mean, what's really at stake for these two amazing teams?
You've got two completely different narratives colliding here. For the Brisbane Lions, this is all about cementing a dynasty. They're the defending 2024 champions after all. But then you've got the Geelong Cats, who are hungry for their first premiership since 2022. Plus, the Cats have that massive home ground advantage and, maybe more importantly, the psychological edge of beating the Lions by 38 points not too long ago. It's your classic champion versus challenger story. It's going to be epic.
But you know, the drama isn't just on the field. Not by a long shot. There's a major controversy brewing around the pregame entertainment that's added a whole other layer to this thing.
And at the center of this whole debate is the headliner for the pregame show, none other than the U.S. hip-hop superstar, Snoop Dogg. As you can imagine, the backlash started almost immediately. Critics were quick to point to the artist's history, highlighting past lyrics that have been described as featuring homophobic, racial, and misogynistic slurs.
So this choice sparked a ton of criticism, right? A lot of people feel it just doesn't line up with the AFL's carefully crafted family-friendly image. But despite all the pushback, the league is standing its ground. CEO Andrew Dillon has made it clear they are sticking with their decision.
So, despite all the controversy, one thing is for sure, the show is absolutely going on. And it's important to remember that Snoop Dogg is just one piece of a much larger and frankly incredibly talented musical lineup.
I mean, check this out. He'll be joined on stage by some amazing Australian talent. We've got six-time ARIA Award winner Baker Boy, the phenomenal multi-instrumentalist Tash Sultana, and the powerful First Nations artists Emma Donovan and Keon. What a lineup. And to round out all the pre-game ceremonies, the Australian national anthem will be performed by the brilliant singer-songwriter Vera Blue.
Okay, so you want to catch all the action on Saturday, September 27th, right? Here's the rundown on how you can tune in. You've got a few options here. For that classic kickback on the couch experience, you can watch it live and free to air on Channel 7. If you're out and about, you can stream it on a bunch of different services. But if you really want to soak up that incredible atmosphere, you can join the crowds at the live sites in both Melbourne and Brisbane.
Which, of course, brings us to the big question. When that final siren sounds and the Premiership Cup is lifted high, what's this day really going to be remembered for? Will it be the game's historic winner, the culmination of a brutal season of footy? Or will it be the fierce debate that came before it, that whole clash of culture, entertainment, and what a brand like the AFL stands for? That's the question we'll leave you with.